R2-D2, Your Highness.
Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to SMKR. This is your host, Steve. Up next is Build Your Own R2-D2 by Model Space. This is issue 44, the last issue of Pack 11. So in this issue, we get the magazine. We also get the parts here. We'll take these parts out and get a closer look at them. We'll assemble this issue. It looks like we got a lot of screws to put in. And then we'll look at the magazine. I'll be right back. Here are the parts that were contained within the bag. I'll take these parts out of the blister pack and we'll get a closer look. Be right back. Here's a close-up of the parts we got with issue 44. We get 2 more leg frame components. We also get a leg frame connector. We get 6 fixing screws and nuts. We also get 3 very small fixing screws, the black ones. And we get 9 more fixing screws, which are the self-tapping ones that we've been using all along. I'll be right back and I'll assemble this issue. Just like the previous issue, we will test fit these 2 components together, and you can see there's keyways to simply slide that over the top of the other, and there you have it. We have that assembled together. The next step will be to get the other part that we had test fitted earlier, and we're going to put those like that. Now we will have to turn this over because our nuts go on this side, so we'll turn that over there and we'll turn that over there, and we will take our connector plate, and you can see it's got some tabs there. We'll put that on top just like that. And what we have to do is put our nuts on it. Get our nuts out. And our screws. This is where last time I assembled this for the right leg, because we're doing the left leg now, somehow the nuts and bolts got loose and came apart, so I had to take the right leg apart to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and put some Loctite on these nuts, and hopefully that will fix our problem. So I'm going to go ahead and take and put the nuts in all 4 spots here. And I want to put some tape on this. I'll just use some painter's tape to hold them in place. Just like that. Turn it over, and then we can put our screws in. I'm going to put the Loctite on this, and I'm just going to apply a little bit to the screw threads like such, and then one down, 3 more to go. Don't need much of the stuff. I'm going to press down on it so it's held in place, get it to catch, and screw that down. Had some crazy stuff going on at home here. I'll tell you a little bit about it in a second. My daughter has a younger cat, and the cat likes to bring in creatures from the outside. Well, got home the other day from a business trip, and I saw one of the cats chasing a little lizard. Little lizard went underneath a sofa cushion item by the door, so I said, okay, I need to get that. I lifted up the sofa cushion and expecting to find that little lizard. Instead, a giant spiny lizard was underneath there, just laying flat. I'm like, holy smokes. So I went to grab it. I grabbed it on the abdomen. I didn't think about putting a glove on. The sucker reached around and bit me on the thumb. That kind of shocked me, and it wouldn't let go for a second. And I knew it's not poisonous, because your poisonous lizards are the Gila monster, and they look distinct. You can tell what a Gila monster look like, and the Gila monster will not let go. Well, this one wasn't letting go either, so I was trying to get it back outside, and I did. Well, ever since then, we've been finding these little tiny lizards running around the house, so we think this lizard planted some eggs somewhere, and they hatched, and the spiny desert lizard, they hatch around July, which is July, so it's funny, we're finding all these little baby lizards around the house. Oh well, they'll eat the bugs if there's any bugs, but I think the cats have been getting to them before anything else. So what's next here? After we put those in, then they want us to assemble this onto the leg, onto the plastic piece. So let me get those parts and I will be right back. Alright, so I gathered what we needed. We need 8 of those 2.3 by 6 millimeter self-tapping black screws to assemble this to his left leg. On the bottom here, we'll be putting them in there. Remember that the screws I just used, the screws and nuts I just used for this, are the large ones that you received with this issue. Okay, so we had a couple left over, a couple extra. So what we do to assemble this is we'll lay the frame on top of the plastic left leg assembly here. Okay, and it simply goes down. Let me make sure I have it oriented correctly. Yep, looks like it goes just like that. Okay, and then we'll be putting 8 screws in to this, and I can simply just put them in the holes here for now. Do these first 4. And these are self-tapping, so you gotta screw them down kind of hard there. These don't take the Loctite because they're going into plastic. If they're going into metal, I'd put the Loctite on them. Okay, turn this around so we can go ahead and assemble the next 4. And just like before, I'm just going to put them in. I'll do these 2 first. And they are all in. And that's all we do for issue 44. We assembled the frame assembly, put some Loctite on these screws here. We put in the 8 self-tapping screws, and we will be looking for pack 12 to arrive later this month. Issue 45, 46, 47, and 48 are coming up. Let's look at the magazine. I'll be right back. Here's the magazine for issue 44. Let's look at it real quick here. We have the Building the Galaxy, Droid Directory, Understanding Robotics, and once again our instructions for building R2-D2. So speeder bike designs are found in this issue. A couple of great pages there, some great articles there. Nice magazine. And then we do the Tri-Fighter Space Superiority Droid Starfighter. Pretty cool. Some more about that. Then we get into deep sea mining using robotics, mapping and monitoring the deep with robots. And we get into our left leg components, all the stuff we did for that to assemble it, along with building the leg frame assembly. And then lastly, we will look at what we get upcoming in issue 45. This is what we get in issue 45. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy modeling.